Welcome back to Media Mesh, where I give you my unapologetic opinion on everything from music, movies, news, reality TV, and much more as we go down a rabbit hole. Now, this brother right here, PUSHA T, calls Kanye West's anti-Semitic comments disappointing. It's definitely affected me. That's what PUSHA T is saying. Nigga, please. You yell like I switched that up. I can't say the other word, but I can say this word. PUSHA T, what are you talking about? Well, he shared his perspective on friend and longtime collaborator Kanye West, his recent remarks, which included hateful comments about the gay community and problematic conspiracy theories. In an interview with the Los Angeles Times, the veteran rapper articulated a general disappointment in the 45-year-old's opinions, condemning the hate speech and bigotry that fueled West's remarks. Folks, stay with me. I'm going somewhere with this one. And if you're a subscriber to this channel, you know how I do. Right? And if you're new, subscribe so that we can go down the rabbit hole together. Now, he said, it's definitely affected me. It's been disappointing. This is the most ironic statement to ever come from PUSHA T, considering, I don't know, how many years and how many albums of selling coke. He's like the Clips, you know, his brother Malice, well, no Malice now, they were notorious for being the kings of coke. You know, before the Coke Boys with French Montana and all that stuff, if you wanted to know how to sell, cook, smoke, fry it, you know, anything dealing with coke, this was your man. PUSHA T was that dude. And you mean to tell me that now you are upset and in your feelings and you are now emotional and now you've been affected so dramatically because Kanye West is talking about the J community? Are you serious? This is what I'm talking about far as these people in this industry who are sellouts. He's like, listen, y'all can use me some more. You know, you haven't used me enough, obviously. I got a name out here, but, you know, I'm not really popping on the level of Kanye. Hell, I got some shoes. You know what I'm saying? I got some shirts, some designs, some things like that I want to put together. You know, why not use me? I'll be the token. You got to be joking. PUSHA T, nigga, please. You got to be joking. You know what I'm saying? This is another opportunity to be in the limelight, to be, you know, shading Kanye West. Y'all know how I feel about Kanye. And if you don't, check the playlist. I have well over 100 videos, and I have about maybe 6 or 7 on him in particular. So it is what it is on that level. But he's talking about, you know, he's calling the conspiracy theories as if he does not know what's going on in the music business or how things work. He doesn't want to ruffle any feathers. And, you know, for those people that I see in the comments, when I look at the videos, some of the videos I've done, especially on Quavo, things like that, I don't expect people to always agree because we all have a different opinion. We're all individuals. Everyone has their own thought process. But one thing we can agree on, this is some bullshit. Okay? PUSHA T, I'm disappointed in you, my brother, who has sold more cocaine than the biggest, Pablo Escobar, Rick Ross, BMF, all these cats together. And now you talking about you upset and you're disappointed because this man is talking about, you know, whatever he's talking about. My thing is, who asked you? Just like I did a video on Tyler Perry when he came out with his story about how his mom used to work or, you know, for one of the, you know, J community, whatever, and how they were great people. No one is denying that there's good people of all ethnic backgrounds and races, whatever. Nobody's saying that. All Kanye's saying is that the particular people who run Hollywood and that run certain industries, they happen to be a particular type of person. Is that not calling a spade a spade? Oh, maybe I can't say spade, huh? Right? You know what I'm saying? So this coonery, this foolishness of people just speaking out, coming against Kanye is so crazy to me. But the bottom line is they figure that they're going to get points by coming against him with those of another community who will remain nameless. So that people will look on them like, hey, you know what? maybe we haven't used Pusha T enough. You know what I mean? He said we made all this money with Kanye, and now when it comes, push come to shove, now you're turning your back on him. Now, again, I don't justify everything Kanye says. I'm not necessarily a fan. I think he's a dope producer. As far as the raps and stuff, that's not really my style. But, back in the day, the old Kanye, when he first came out, yes, that stuff was popping. But right now, everybody's just trying to figure out how they can capitalize on this situation by getting some press coverage, commenting on the situation. Let it die. They already took the brother from billionaire status. 400 million is not bad, if you ask me. I'll take it. I'm sure many of you listening will also take it. But now you got people coming out the woodworks. When was the last time you heard anybody ask Pusha T anything on a national platform? And when was the last time LA Times talked to him? I'm just keeping it real. And again, I don't know. But I don't really see many articles popping up, with Pusha T's opinion. The coke dealer's opinion. You know what I'm saying? This is like, this is absurd. All these people now just coming out the woodwork. Next, I guess we're going to hear John Legend. He's going to come out, and start talking. Maybe Big Sean will come out and say something. Everybody that's, connected with Kanye is going to have an opinion when it come out into the forefront and say something that nobody really cares about. So Pusha T, again, I'm disappointed with you, my brother. You know what I mean? You could have let this situation just pass by and just keep doing you. Keep selling coke. That's what you're doing. You're 45 years old. You still selling coke. Okay. Hey, listen, I'm not arguing with you. That's what you do. And furthermore, to be honest and fair, I think he's a dope rapper, even though that's all he talks about. But he is definitely a great rapper. And this was not a good look, in my opinion. And how are you going to be a sentimental coke dealer? Now you're sentimental. Now you're emotional. And this picture doesn't help either. You know what I'm saying? But that's, I digress. But I don't understand how, we allow these people to come out here and talk all this stuff on their records, but that's not who they really are. I mean, if you're going to be a gangster, you're going to be a dope dealer, you're going to be a Mac pimp, whatever it is, if that's the image that you're portraying, then, hey, you know what? If that's really your lifestyle, you can't argue with it. Like Ice-T, I don't know, maybe he was really a pimp. I think he probably really was. But he's talking about it because he lived it. And that's what hip hop is all about. That's what life is all about. Being whoever you are and just being out there and being you, doing you. That's my opinion on it. That's my unapologetic opinion on it. So you guys let me know in the comments what you think about this situation with my man Pusha T. Coming out the woodwork, talking about he all broke up. He's just so disappointed in Kanye. His remarks just really affected him so bad. He says, as a black man in America, there's no room for bigotry or hate speech. So yeah, it's been very disappointing. Let's talk straight. Even though he has no problem talking in full detail and description about the best ways to cook and sell coke. and nobody in other communities, I have to be careful, have no problem with what he's talking about. When he's talking about all the foolishness, all the coonery, all the stuff that does not help our communities or build us up as a people, no problem. You can talk about that bullshit. I'm just going to say it. You talk about that bullshit all day. But when you start talking about some real stuff, real issues that's affecting our community and our people, And again, this was this man's opinion. That was Kanye's opinion. How you gonna argue with somebody about their opinion, about their experience? Like if I go on a cruise and I come back and I tell you about my experience, that's my experience. It may not be your experience. It may not be the majority of people's experience, because same time, they're not also in the music business. They don't have a shoe line. They don't have clothes. They don't have all the things that he had. And they're not billionaires. So when you move into a different tax bracket of that magnitude, that comes with a whole host of other issues that you have to deal with. People that you have to align yourself with to even get in position to get these things. So this is not a conversation to be had with people who, who don't even make, $10 an hour. I'm just using an example or whatever, but you know what I'm saying. It's like it's just different conversations that certain people have that if you're not part of that group or that collective, you're not even going to be able to relate. So to you, it all just sounds foreign. It sounds like a whole nother language. You know, that's just my opinion on it. So that's what I think. That's my thoughts. In the meantime, peace and blessings.